Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new video. In this video, I'm going to do a literal unboxing. I have not seen anything in this box yet. This is a game called League of Dungeoneers. I just got my box in the mail. This thing is heavy. First thing I noticed, the shipping label up top here is on the bottom. So they shipped my box upside down. I'm really hoping that that doesn't make a difference. It probably won't, but I gotta think that it probably should have been shipped with the label this way, but let's just take a look. All right, so I'm gonna open it up here. And by the way, League of Dungeoneers, League of Dungeoneers, League of Engineers is a multiplayer and sci-fi. I believe it's got the multiplayer element, but I bought it because of the solo element. I like Dungeon Saga. What I don't like is the rules. The rules are they're just unusual. If you've ever watched any of my previous videos with Dungeon Saga, I don't know. I like the game, but I just can't really get into it. So we're gonna see about this game. All right, so up on top is a neoprene mat that I'm not worried. There's creases in it, but I'm not too worried about that because I think the neoprene will flatten out over time. But it is a hex. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there are hexes. So it is a hex neoprene mat. And I guess there's some things on it. It looks like there's a city called Silver City. Here's one called Windfair. Small town called Coalvale. There's a bunch of them. So I assume that this is the land I'm going to be moving around on. All right, so let's see what we got next. Foam. Oh, that is a big box. Okay. This is an expansion called The False Prophet. Oh my gosh, this thing is heavy. Holy cow. Contains a rule book, quest book, legendary item booklet, 22 tiles, 20 monster cards, 10 beast form cards, 14 hex cards, 10 prayer cards, 30 treasure cards, 52 legendary item cards, 60 event cards, 60 travel event cards. And it's heavy. Okay. Okay, here looks like the actual real box. Oh my God, there's no way. Oh gosh, I mean, I thought Dungeon Saga was heavy. Is that it? Oh no, there is. I'm glad I checked the box. There is a single card thrown in the bottom. Probably a card that they noticed was a mistake and wasn't included, is my guess. And that is the box. That is an empty box. All right. It is a 1 to 4 player game. It says it on the box. It says it takes 90 minutes to 180 minutes, age 14 and up. So let's tear the plastic and dive into this. All right. From Von Bross Publishing. Why did I back this? I checked out the Kickstarter, and obviously it was a solo, it had a solo element to it. But it was one of those games that I thought would make for a great campaign for the channel. I've watched some basic videos of it, and I do think it's going to be a pretty cool little game for the channel. I mean, wow. Will they be selling this at retail? I have no idea, but you're going to need a cart to carry this thing. So let's, oh wow, they really packed it full, didn't they? Okay, looks like we have some 12-inch by 12-inch gridded tiles. They feel like they're dry erase. I'll bet you they are. Looks like a bunch of tokens, doors, columns. It's reminding me of Hero Quest, the look of it. Except these are punch outs, not the plastic. Okay, now we're getting into the miniatures. And this is what I was told. I was told this is like a sandbox game where you can go and do all kinds of things, which I think that's one of the selling points that why I backed it. Now here are some dungeon tiles of various sizes. This looks like 2x6, 4x4, and these are definitely punch outs. There's some big ones, really big with crosswalks and things like that. Man, this looks awesome. Oh, here's even more dungeon tiles. I mean, geez, if you play a D&D game or a Shadow Dark or something like that, there's plenty of these to play, and they're all 1 inch, so they're perfect for any game. Okay, now the neoprene mat. Yeah, the neoprene mat, it also comes with a board version. So I don't remember if maybe I backed for the neoprene. I can't remember. I don't know if this was the Kickstarter version. I probably should have checked that before I started the video, but that's okay. So here we go. There's the board version. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. The board version, the white lettering is much easier to read on this than it is on the neoprene. You know, the neoprene is great for, like, you know, you can spill a drink on it. Cheers. But I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Maybe I will play on the board because, like I said, I'm looking at the lettering and there's numbering too, and it's so much easier to read on the board than it is. The numbers on the neoprene are almost blurry. And the towns and cities have like a shadow around them, and the shadow sort of like, it sort of makes the symbol sort of fuzzy as well. But wow, okay, now we're getting into it. So nice, they give you a whole bunch of bags, and it looks like the bags are actually labeled. This one's labeled Orcs and Goblins. Let me just open it up and double check that. Yeah, they all have writing on them. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Here's one called Magic, Reptiles. So these must be either for, well, they're probably for the standees is my guess, plus some other stuff. And we have the stands, the plastic stands, some very large ones, and then a big baggie of the small ones for the individuals. And here's another big one. It looks like we have plastic archways and plastic doors, so you don't have to use these the cardboard ones. Tokens. More tokens. Oh, these look cool. These are plastic, not cardboard. And they actually have a really nice imagery on them. High quality, you know, print job there. Looks like we have just one by itself. That's weird. Dice. And here is an extra die tossed in. I'm going to put it in this bag just because I'm afraid I'll lose it. Looks like I know what I'll be doing this weekend. Oh, wow, coins, and it's a heavy bag. No wonder this thing was heavy. Just these alone have some serious weight to them. It looks like there are two different, nope, I see 10, 500, ones. So obviously the coins have numeric values on them. We have a baggie of sleeves. I like that. I love it when these game designers, if you're going to go big, right? Give your players sleeves. Even if some players don't use them, put them in there. And I'm seeing why there's another baggie of sleeves down below this plastic insert. All right, so we got the coins. Check this out. I'm sure it's fake. Faux leather dice bag, and then another bag with League of Engineers. I'm sorry. I'm the tabletop engineer. I'm going to say, when I'm thinking Dungeoneer, I'm thinking engineer. League of Dungeoneers. And this is really nice. One of those little snap-together dice mats, dice trays that snaps together in the corner. Oh, and this one's nice. And it says League of Dungeoneers. And if you haven't seen it, you pinch the corners. They have snaps that go together. And this one's going to make a very small... Wow, that is... There we go. Ugh, man, you got to really push to get those together. It's a small one, okay, but hey, they thought of it. And this comes out. Okay. I am never going to get all this back in here again. I have a firm belief in that. It looks like we have reference cards. I don't know what... I can't understand it. Oh, and sleeves for them. All right, guys, you're really winning me here. Oh, dry erase tracking sheets for your heroes. I don't know if you can see, but it's laminated. And wow, that's really well done. And some laminated reference, more reference sheets. Now these are paper. Okay, so the dry erase, it looks like you get a pad. Or is it two? Oh, 2 pads of character sheets. Now, these are paper. paper, and it probably looks, I'm not going to count them here. Looks like maybe 10 to 15 sheets in each one. Probably can photocopy it or scan it, so in case you run out. All right, I'm not going to take these out, but I'm going to lift the box and show you. There is a whole range of cards right here, and there's another baggie of sleeves. So my guess is they've probably given us enough sleeves to sleeve the entire set of cards. They've also given you the small ones because there are small cards in here. Nice. And then finally, it's supposed to be a sandbox. It looks like we have something called the Dark Pyramid, maybe a scenario, a companion's book, Quest 2, so that Quest Book 2, so that must mean there's a Quest 1 in here. League of Dungeoneers Quick Reference, which looks to be about 30 pages, spiral bound, very nice. A bestiary, monsters. By the way, I used to call it bestiary, and I learned it's bestiary. And I'm an English major and an engineer. You would have thought I would have picked up on that years ago, but it's bestiary. Oh, wow. Okay, now we know why the box is heavy. A hardbound League of Dungeoneers book. And if this is the rule book, whoo, wow. The known world. Interesting. Okay, and where is silver? Let me look for it. There's Coalfell. There's silver. So the map, it looks like it goes all the way up to Irondale, which is where? So the neoprene is right here on the map. It's just that area, not all of this. It's just here. So they've left room for obviously expansions, maybe new regions and things like that. But wow, that is one major rule book. Let me tell you, 285 pages. 286 if you count the last page. All right, 286 pages. The artwork on the cover is really old school nice. It's a wizard casting looks like a mini fireball spell at a skeleton and blowing up his skull. Really well done. I will do a little bit of research before I post this video. And I'll include some links in the video description where you can go maybe watch some playthrough videos, maybe get, I'll look and see if anybody else has done a more in-depth review of the game, because obviously I've got some reading to do. But again, what I heard about this game is that it was like a sandbox type game where you'll be able to go and sort of define your own adventure. Whereas games like Hero Quest and Dungeon Saga, you have scenarios and you just play them, and when they're done, I mean, you can make your own, I guess, and there probably are fan bases out there that do it. I'm really curious to know about this game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get reading. This is a game that will be made available to my patrons. I may, after a time, release the videos publicly, but initially I'm going to give these to my patrons on my Patreon. So if you want to follow this game for $2 a month, my Patreon is only $2 a month, and you get this game, plus you're getting a whole bunch of other games that those videos don't make it to the public. And of course you get all of my videos that I release publicly. As a patron, you get them a week in advance, sometimes more. The Patreon isn't really meant to be a moneymaker for me. It's just meant to help me cover the cost of my time for filming and editing the videos. It's sort of like a side gig. So I'm really looking forward to this. Oh my God, there is so much stuff here. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to get on and do a video search for myself, like a where to begin. That's the one thing that's missing here is a game this big. Minor quibble here. A game this big, when you take the lid off, there should be a sheet that says, read this first or start here, so that you know how to best move forward. I mean, I guess, it's pretty common, to unpack the cards and sleeve them if you're going to do that. I'm not a sleever. That may make some of y'all, grit your teeth, but I play a game. I'm not into, I don't care if the cards get a little frayed or what have you. I'm more about the play. So I'm going to save some time by not having to sleeve what looks like hundreds of cards. But again, it would, you know, I don't know where to begin. So hopefully somebody out there has beat me to it and will have a video that I can reference and get this game figured out. But I was really excited when the box came, and I thought, I don't do unboxing videos very often, so I'm kind of glad I got to share this with you. If you backed the game, I hope this maybe makes you a little excited for what's to come. I'm gonna put these back in one bag until I figure out what it is that I'm supposed to do with all of them. Again, I assume it's for the standees, but you never know. The standees are all those cardboard cutouts, and I'm fine with that. I know a lot of people probably like to play with miniatures they can paint up. Now these standees are already, you know, full color and double-sided. But here's the thing, I got enough minis. I got enough minis that are unpainted that need painting. I don't need more. So that was another thing that appealed to me about this game, was that sometimes when I buy a game, I won't start playing it until I got a certain amount of the minis painted, or at least the starter minis, so that I can get playing. This one, I don't have to worry about that. I can, as soon as I get a grasp of the rules and what I'm doing, I can throw this game down on the table and start playing. So I'm hoping very soon, within a week or so, I should hopefully be able to start playing this game for you. And we'll see. We'll see. All right, that's all I got. I think maybe, did I get everything back in that goes in? No. I've still got a few things that are lying around here. Now the question is, will all this go back on? Let's see. I hope so. Yeah, it did. And let's seal that up. Now, you know what? Before I end this video, let's open up this. I got to try to remember to keep this separate. This is a new enemy is stirring in the kingdom. So obviously, they have an idea for how to grow this game. I also have a very strong feeling that if this is a sandbox game, like as I understand it, I believe that there will probably be some fan created like mission scenarios, quests. I don't know. We shall see. Ooh, more tiles. More punch-outs, more monsters. I can see the monsters, double-sided. More dungeon tiles. Man, more dungeon tiles. And another hardback book. Okay, is that two? Oh, wow. Okay, huge shout-out to the creators of this game. Hardback books, I like them. I mean, I just, you know, I like to read a book versus, I keep PDFs on my iPad, but I will give you credit for upgrading the box and putting the rule book or whatever, the rule book into hardback form. More reference sheets. It looks like more character sheets. We have a Quest Book 3. No, did I see Quest Book 1? This one's labeled Quest Book 3. The other one was labeled Quest Book 2. I didn't see a Quest Book 1, but maybe that was just the first book, the hardback. I don't know. We have a small paperback of legendary items, cards, baggies, standees, sleeves for the big cards. It doesn't look like there's any for the small, but I'm thinking maybe they gave you enough there to do it. Oh, and sleeves. Oh, small sleeves. Forget it. They're here. There we go. Wow, that is something. Again, you gotta give nods to a company that really knows, you know, how to put a box together. And my quibble about there not being a start here, I may find when I start reading the rule book that this is a very easy game to figure out. I'll let you know. I will let you know once I start playing. So there is the False Prophet. That one will probably go away because I got to play the first one, and then we'll see. I'm going to leave this mat out and see if it flattens itself out. It's got some pretty bad creases in it. One right here, one right there. but who knows? If anyone has any secrets for how to get wrinkles out of neoprene, maybe you can put it in a humid, it's starting to get cool here in Atlanta, so the humidity's gone. I don't know if that'll help, but I'll figure it out later. All right, this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this unboxing of League of Dungeoneers. Golly, this has got to be 25 pounds, if not more. I'm not good at judging weights, but I know what a 25-pound dumbbell feels like, and this feels heavier. That is a heavy box. That is a big box. All right, that's all I got. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back soon with a new video. Could be a playthrough video, could be crafting, I don't know, but I'll see you in the next video. Everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.